What is an ATS compliant CV? How do I make an ATS compliant CV? John, how can I get an ATS compliant CV? What is an ATS? How do I do it? Who can do it for me? I've been getting these questions, and that is what prompted me to make this video. So today I'm going to take you through some things to avoid when you're making an ATS compliant CV, and how to create a CV that is ATS compliant. Okay, so that is what I'm going to take you through. And you haven't subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, comment. I'd love to know in the comment section how you are taking all this. And also, please, if you haven't shared this thing, please just share. So my name is Joanne Butler. I'm a remote project manager, and this is my YouTube channel. So I want to welcome you all here, where we learn things about remote work. Okay, so if you know someone who want to know things about remote work, this is the opportunity to just stop the video and go and share the link, and then come back and continue to watch. So subscribe, like, and share this video. So how to create an ATS compliant CV for a remote job. What is an ATS compliant CV? It's the applicant tracking system. It is a system that is used to filter resume. So if your resume isn't ATS friendly, it may never be seen by a recruiter. Yeah, definitely. It may never be seen by a recruiter. And you're applying and you're thinking, why am I not even being called for an interview? It's because your CV maybe never reaches the recruiter. So here is how you make sure that your CV gets through the applicant tracking system. Number one is use an ATS friendly format. Use an ATS friendly format. Avoid fancy design, avoid tables, avoid images, columns. ATS cannot read all those things. It won't read, and actually it will just filter it out. So fancy designs, you love them, please don't use them. Tables, you love them, please use them in other things. Images, columns, whatever, it won't read. Instead, use simple, clean formatting, Word or PDF. Use simple, clean formatting, Word or PDF. And then use standard fonts. There are only three fonts that you can use for this. Either Arial, Calibri, or Times New Roman. I know you love fancy fonts, but don't use them. And then number 3 is bold for section headers. Please, the experience, the skills, the education should be in bold. Because ATS will need to identify that actually you're moving into the next section. Make them bold as possible. Okay? Number 2 step is optimize with keywords from job description. So what is your job description? So you're applying for a job, okay? We know you're applying for such and such a job. Please don't just use a generic CV. What do I mean with a generic CV? One CV applies for 5 jobs. You won't get any reply. So how do you do this? Optimize with keywords. How? Look at the job description. Find the important keywords, e.g. project management, SEO, CRM. If you feel like it's too much for you, ask ChatGPT to do it for you, because AI is here to make your work easy. But don't replace yourself with AI. You're going to use ChatGPT, but you're going to humanize whatever you've gotten from it. Don't let ChatGPT do everything for you. So look at the job description, find important keywords, and just know what is it required in this job. And then add those exact words naturally into your CV. Okay, so if the keywords is, for example, project management, add that project management into your CV. SEO, add it. That is why I've told you that you can go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT that please find me keywords in this job description, and then it will list all the keywords. And then after that, what will it do? It will give you the keywords, and then use it into your CV. It's going to boost you when it comes to the ATS compliant CV. And then include remote related skills. Make sure that you include them. Don't neglect them. Time management. You need to tell them that you are good at time management. Communication tools. Can you do asynchronous communication, or can you do synchronous communication? Tell them. Asynchronous or synchronous, whatever thing that you'll choose, tell them. And then collaboration tools like Slack, Asana, Trello, Zoom. Please mention them. Maybe some of you think that using Zoom is just an easy thing that shouldn't be mentioned in any job description. Please mention it. Mention that tool that you use. And then, for example, that I'll give you It's if a job mentions that agile project management, don't just say managed project. No. Yeah, if the project needs you to, says that you are they need an agile project manager, please don't just mention that I managed projects. Instead, use this: led agile project management for remote teams. So make sure that you know how to use those keywords. Make sure that you know how to use those skills inside the sentence. Make sure that you know how to use them. Okay? And if it's hard for you, you can use ChatGPT. Maybe I'll have a video with you just to show you how to use ChatGPT. Number 3 is use a strong resume structure. Use a strong resume structure. The header should be your name and your contact. It should be your full name, your phone number, include your country code if you are applying globally. For me, even when I'm applying for a job in my country, I use the code. So use the country code, and then use your professional email. Okay? Use a professional email. Don't use an email like Miss Kenya 2025. Please use your name. Get an email that has your name. It can have numbers, can have other things, but use your name. Make sure that it has your name on it. And then your LinkedIn profile, include it there in the contact section. And then your portfolio website, if applicable. For tech people, you have no option but portfolio. For marketing people, you have no option but add portfolio. Virtual assistants, you have no option but to add portfolio. According to your own career, what is your portfolio website? According to your career, is there a portfolio website that you need to have? Please include that portfolio website there. And then number 2, the executive summary. That is how you're supposed to say. So the structure of your CV starts with the headline, your full name, your career, and then you add your contact details. And then after adding your contact details, whatever information that is relevant for someone to get you, add it there. And then the second part is the executive summary. Okay? This should be just 3 to 4 line marks. And this should tell who you are, what you've done, how long you have done it, how you have done it, and the impact that you've had. I'll repeat. Who you are, how long you have done it, what you have done, how have you done it. I don't know, I've lost the sequence, but make sure that you include who you are, what you've done, how long you have done it, how you have done it, and what impact it had to whatever people that you're doing to, or the company or the organization, be it people or whatever. You need to include that there. So for example, for me, I'm a project manager. What will I put in my executive summary? That I'm a project manager with 4 years experience managing cross-functional teams and optimizing workflows. I have proven ability to lead projects using Agile and Scrum methodologies, and then I'm skilled in stakeholder communication and risk management. Okay? Make sure that you do that. I haven't included how I've done it and the impact that I've created, but anyway, have that format. Have that format and use numbers as much as possible. Now, after the summary, the next thing you need to put is the skills. Use bullet points and keywords. Very important. Use bullet points and keywords. Remote team collaboration, for example. That is a keyword. Project management, Asana, Trello, Jira. That is a keyword. CRM tools. Those of you who are in customer support, I know you know CRM tools. Salesforce, HubSpot. I think HubSpot is also for marketers. Make sure that you add that. SEO and digital marketing. Make sure that you add that. Data analysis. Include Excel, Power BI. What is it? Make sure that you have relevant skills, please. Don't also add skills that are not relevant. You're applying for maybe a marketing job and you're telling us the way you are good in a software engineering coding job skill. Please make sure that they are relevant to whatever you do. So I've told you the first thing is the header. The second thing is the executive summary. The third thing is the skills. Okay? And then now the work experience comes in. And you don't need to include, some of you have seen, I've done CVs that, yes, you were in that organization for 10 years, but why are you having 30 roles? Please, you only need 4 to 5. Ikienda sana 6. Okay, ikienda sana is if it goes sana. If it goes beyond, okay, in Swahili. If it goes beyond, please make them 5 or 6. But me, I recommend 4. 4 is enough. Just summarize whatever you did in 4. And tell people what you did, how you did it, and the impact that you had. And then use metrics as much as possible. Say that I increase LinkedIn engagement. If you're a LinkedIn manager, I increased LinkedIn management. I increased in LinkedIn and hey, my lord, I increased LinkedIn engagement. I don't know why English has refused, but I increased LinkedIn engagement by 40% and grew followers from 5K to 12K in 6 months by implementing data-driven content strategy. That is role number 1. Okay, that is just one role. What did you do? You increased LinkedIn you increased LinkedIn engagement. Okay, by how much? By 40%, and grew followers from 5K to 12K. With how span? 6 months. And then how were you able to do it? By implementing data-driven content strategy. So use STAR method, where you give the situation, number 1, the STAR method, give the situation, then go to the task, and then go to the action, and then go to the results. Okay? Make sure that when you're setting your roles, you're doing all those things. The situation, the task, the action, then the results. And then don't use weak examples like managed social media accounts. Please don't use that. I'm using LinkedIn engagement as an example. LinkedIn management as an example. Don't use like manage social media accounts and then full stop. You're done with the role. No. Go into details. Say that I increased LinkedIn engagement by 40% and grew followers from 5K to 12K in 6 months. By doing what? By implementing data-driven content strategy. Metrics help. Metrics really help to boost your CV to cross the ATS machine. So reduce project delivery time by 30%. Maybe this one is not for project managers like me. I reduced project delivery time by 30%, or I led a remote team of 10 across 3 time zones. I've included the number because 10 is number, 3 is number, across time zones. What did I do? Maybe what I didn't include there is that to ensure maybe complete engagement or complete alignment of the remote team members into whatever I was doing. So make sure that you include metrics as much as possible. They are going to boost you. They're going to boost your credibility. Number 5 is the education. List the degrees. List the degrees. Please don't put in your high school, your primary. Please, I've seen people have even put in, I don't know, list the degrees. Is it a master's? Is it whatever? List it. Say I've done my master's degree in such a field, in such a university, and you can skip the education year. But also, you can add in, depending on whatever you're planning to do. So you can do whatever you want to do. You can skip or whatever you can include. But me, I say that you include the education. So the years of education. So include that. And then just mention the degrees. Is it a bachelor degree, diploma, master's? Include those. If you don't have, include the certifications that you've done. If you don't have the education sector, just skip the education sector, because some of you are getting into remote work and do not have the education sector, do not have any degree, diploma, or whatever. You can just put in the certifications. Please, relevant to the remote job that you're applying for. You have a certification in first aid, but you're applying for marketing job remotely. You don't need to include that first aid job, that first aid certificate there. You don't need to include it. Please include the relevant certifications there. So these are 2 critical points. If you have the education part, include the education part, and after that include the certifications. But if you don't have the certification part, just use if you don't have the education, just use the certifications and let them be relevant. If you're a virtual assistant and you have a certification in drama, it won't help you there. It won't help. Maybe it will get you fired because they'll think that this is a drama person that will bring drama into the company. And then the last thing that I want to mention is that ATS compliant CV do not require you to put in the references. Yes, check on you. They do not require you to put in the references. Because number 1, the companies are not interested in the references. Actually, they do not actually contact the references. But if a company has requested for a reference, please include the references. Mostly they won't request for them, but if they haven't requested, please don't put. What you can include there is just references available at request. Put that statement there. References available at request. But don't put the references. Okay? So your ATS compliant, your CV needs to communicate more about you. You need to be so intentional about your CV. You need to tailor your CV to each and every job that you're applying for. Please don't use generic CV. There's something that I wanted to say, but I've forgotten. But maybe I'll remember it and then I'll say it in the next video, probably. And tailor your CV to each and every job that you're applying for. Use simple English. Use simple English. We know that you're good in English, but some people are not that good. Please use simple English that everyone is going to understand. Okay? And I do ATS compliant CV. So if you want an ATS compliant CV, you can just reach out to my email address, my phone number, whatever, 07. Maybe I'll give you my phone number. You can reach out for an ATS compliant CV. +254 758 86 9067. You can reach out to me so that I can get you an ATS compliant CV and more coaching on how to tailor your CV for each and every job description that you've gotten. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm watching you the way you're not subscribing to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I'd love to know what is it you think about me, and see you in the next video. Bye.